So, good evening guys, welcome to OTL Season 2, Round 9 Hungary. I am joined, as always, this evening with Jensen. Good evening, Jensen. How are we, sir?
Yes. Good.
Set for some normality this week. No reverse grids, no 100% races, just back to our good old 80-minute qualifying, 50% race.
Yes.
So, big points. What was the biggest points of last week? You could say Mike winning a Tacanto. That's not really a big point. I think he was in prime position. We expected it. We called it very much from the start of the race that we expected an easy run in for Mike, which in the end it was. We never really had to look at him, but it was a story of, I think, a midfield battle in the battles for that lower side of the podium. Jensen, would you agree?
Yeah, there was really big battles there, and a few guys lost out a bit. Of course, Mataman got the podium, the two-stop, which should start his season. Hopefully more podiums for him, but yeah. There was a lot of action, SPW and Nelly, throughout the race as well. Those two going at it again, so... this week, it's a very interesting one. It ain't the easiest track to overtake. I'd say there's probably only 2 overtaking spots around here, unless you try and make yourself one, but yeah, we'll see anyway.
Yes, only 15 on the grid as well. I think we have a couple to come in a little late. Mad G, Mikey, Ethan, good evening, gentlemen. It's a pleasure as always. So, where do you see strategy going for this one, Jensen? I think we'll see if you guys try and commit to that medium compound.
Yeah, I think we'll see a good lot go for the softs as well, so Nelly out on this mediums, I think.
So it would be nice to see 15 drivers. Let's give us 8 guys on the softs and 8 guys on the medium. Just mix the grid right up, that'd be nice.
So, Maggie and Nelly are the only guys out on the mediums at the moment. Oh, Adam's just come out. Officer Doofy. Ethan, F. Lewis. Also gone out on the mediums.
I think Nelly is one of the... Oh no, we have another Ferrari, so I think it could be Mike, our first driver on a lap on the softs. Interesting.
Yeah, so in turn 1 he used a bit of curb on entry there. I don't know if it really gains or loses time, but anyway, come to turn 2. Just stay close to the curb. Try and get as wide as you can. A really tight line. So you might have lost a bit through sector 1. There's a 26.6. Almost flat through turn 4. Try to stay away from turn 5 curb into 6 and 7. Tricky chicane, you want to use much of the second curb as possible into this little middle sector section. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there, Mike, but he's not invalid. He's going to come through the fast right-hander, and
I
he's gone
think
wide
he is
again.
fine. I think, yeah, that looks deliberate in their opinion. So maybe Mike going for something different. Yes, just looking to get lap times. Yeah, man. It's a thing you like to do, Jensen? If you're doing the medium runs?
I mean, I mainly go out on the mediums straight away, but Mike's just crossed the line. He's got a 14.7 as a delta lap, so that's, I'd say, is a good benchmark to look on the mediums. Mad G will be the first to post an actual lap time, 16.0. JMTEX 15.0 on the soft tyres.
Pedro, one of our next men to come round. He comes round the last corner. Sorry to jump in on you there, Jensen. I think he's going to be somewhere in the 15s, 15.1 for Pedro.
Yeah, here comes Nelly as well on those mediums. 15.3.
Very good.
So he goes P3, and that's an interesting one there. Right in the mix with the soft guys. Even Pedro getting the better lap. Pedro, a really good lap. from him there. Isn't the greatest of seasons?
Yes.
Off that second last position.
I think after half the pack nearly ran it, he would be quite happy to see himself up inside that top 2 position at the moment.
Yeah, F. Lewis, he goes off 15.5. He's only 2 tenths off Nelly on mediums. Mike in the pits. Next car to cross the line is Adam, with Mikey closely following him. Adam crosses the line, Mikey 15.4 goes P4.
So Pedro's soft lap looking really handy, Jensen.
It is looking... he's beating quite a lot of people at the moment. It's looking good for Pedro. Maybe challenge for pole even with these times if the guys commit to what they're doing. But they're only the first laps for.
Mike, good evening. SPW says he's polishing off a chocolate sundae and then he's out. He's went full chemo for the evening. He's having his ice cream before he gets to business. So we're about to see an ice cool drive from SPW. What do you make of race strategy, Jensen? What do you think is the smartest call?
Optimal strategy is medium hard, but about track position here, you'll want a soft hard, depending on how the guys would like be around you if you tried battling them. But it's a hard one.
Matterman trying for the mediums as well. I think he's one of our only guys on a lap, isn't he?
When the guys pit off the softs onto the hards, the hards will be about the same pace as the mediums, or the mediums could be even faster still. So that's why the mediums could be a good showing for a strategy. But of course the DRS train is difficult around here. Yeah. It's like most other tracks.
I was talking to Adam and that earlier as well, and Hungary's very much a circuit. It doesn't really matter in corner entry. If you're getting out the corners well, you're going to be a really hard car to overtake.
And Matterman, 15.9.
So Envy Nelly have a nice chunk of advantage on the medium tyres at the moment, of course.
And JN Tex
to run
on his second run.
Mr. Rage. Oh, sorry, Jensen, I'm talking over you. Oh, and Mr. Rage there, I was just on board to say, well, we'll see how our new debutant gets on, and he's trying to come out of turn 1 on the mediums and spun up the rear tyres. And I think he's a non-assisted driver because we also seen a lock up there as well, so.
Yeah, I think JNTX, he was on new soft, he crashed at turn 4 I think, because there's a yellow flag there.
Oh yes, and he has very much a lot of wing missing. Do we call him No Wing Ethan now? Let's call him No Wing Ethan. So good evening guys, please, if you haven't already, please sub to the channel. If you haven't also, please like the video, the more the merrier. Jensen will love you long time. That right, Jensen?
Huh?
I said you will love them long time if they sub to the channel.
Yeah. Oh.
He'll teach you how to go really fast.
I'm not so sure about that.
Trying to offer your services for subs, Jensen. I'm sorry. I'm sure the guys in the channel won't mind.
I mean, I've been doing some stuff to help some people if they want to go faster at some tracks, but
yes,
yeah,
hot lap videos.
But yeah, I think we're at a time of the game where people are reaching their maximum pace.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's nice to see. And F. Lewis on the soft tyre, so he might be going for the pole here. Maggi 14.6, he's provisional pole. He'll be happy with that one. Here comes F. Lewis, starting his flying lap on the soft tyres. And I think you're bored with Rage at the moment. Rage coming through the final corner. His first lap in OTL, what's it going to be? It's looking a fairly decent lap of 15.9. He goes 1,000th ahead of Matterman.
Look
in
how
the P11
close
spot.
that is there. From P6 down to P11, separated by 4 tenths.
So Nelly is about to start a lap, same with Chris Daps. I think the closest to the line now is F. Lewis, and he's 6 tenths up. He needs to get this final sector if he wants to challenge that pole position of Mad G at the moment.
So guys, welcome. Halfway through qualifying, Jensen is talking us through a lap of talking us to the end of lap of F. Lewis.
So he's going to come across the line. I think it's going to be pole. Is a 14.3, and that's a really good lap from F. Lewis. It's going to leave medium guys basically in the dust now.
Yes, I don't think there's going to be any medium guys, so F. Lewis is pretty much gave himself an advantage to where if he wants to run again, he can afford to really push the limits, because I think that's going to be a hard time to get on top of for some of the guys doing his best to get out of the way of the traffic coming through. Pedro will be interesting to see. Oh, is it? And we will get on board with that man himself.
I think JNTX just started lap as well, but got special energy. Goes up to P12, just ahead of the close guys there behind him. It's very close from 8th to 14th, Chris. Let's just say that.
Oh yes, is it? So here's another question, Jensen, just while the guys are kind of settling for the last runs of the session. If you're outside the top 10, do you start the race on the hards?
It's an interesting one. You have to consider safety cars as well, because that could really screw it up sometimes. MV Nelly has just gone a 14.8 on the mediums. I think that is all he really wants to do on those mediums now. You don't want to push them but another few laps. JNTX invalidated. Chris Staps just completed his lap, I think.
So we have Mike scrondling round. I think he's about to open a lap.
I think he's about to complete a lap. Or he might actually, I don't know.
Just
Pedro
opening
a
now.
little bit down. Pedro's invalidated, so I guess being with Mike at the moment. He's on the mediums, he's got a big amount of those steered there. Don't know what setup he's running. He's got a 26.8 through sector 1.
So one flash up a PB, but of course he done that banker on the softer, so that will still be his personal best sector.
He's
But
not
here,
taking much curb there. He is taking it very carefully. Let's just say that. Not using much of the exit curve at all. And going through sector 2, it's not the greatest middle sector. I think it's going to put him around where Mikey and Adam is, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see this come across the line in a few seconds time. It might be a decent lap actually.
15.2. Now, does he have fuel in the car to go again? Because of course, Nelly's done a second run. So Mike, oh no, it's shown as a second
Man
run.
G,
in his
1.5 temps off sector 1. He's touched the inside curve at turn 5. I think that's his lap done. He's still pushing anyway. He's Mad G. He might push it back to the pits.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
he's
being
invalidated
validated now.
That was a good sector 1 as well from Mad G. It's very unfortunate for him.
Pedro invalidated as well in his run.
Mikey, a 15.1 on the mediums.
Oh!
Puts himself into P6 there, that lap. Look at Mike coasting.
What do you think Mike does? P8?
I think...
Would you go for the soft there and go for track position? Hope there's no safety
Mad G
car?
retires. So Mad G, I think he didn't have another set to go for, so his qualifying session is now done. And
I think Ranger of YouTube coming around the last corner now, gents. I think he's about to improve his time. Can he slingshot himself inside that top 10? I think he can. Oh, he goes P5, 15th flat for Ranger on the softs.
Mr. Rage as well coming through. Mr. Rage P2 goes ahead of Mad G, and I think that's his final run as well. So he's gonna have to take that.
Beat Mad G by 4/1000ths of a second. Pretty much identical lap times.
So everyone, it's about time that everyone's going to come out for their final runs now. Matoman 2.5 tenths up on his time here. He's coming through the middle sector, he's a second up. So he's going to jump, looks like P5, higher maybe.
10 positions, yeah, this could be a huge improvement for Matoman. I think he done his first run on the mediums, is that right? I think he did.
Yes, I think he did. And here he comes, and it is 10 positions for Matoman.
And Nelly's done his run. He's not coming back out, like you said. He probably doesn't want to do much more on that tyre if he is wanting to start the race on it. So he has had enough for now.
Special energy is up. And Mike just come out of pace.
Dr. Special Energy looking to get himself just inside the top 10 here. If he can find some more time, he could be threatening.
He's matching Matoman here. He could be on, it's either Matoman or Dr. Special Energy in P5 at the moment. Maybe he can get ahead of that even. And he
P4?
does. Ahead of Nelly. Nelly won't be happy with more positions going down there.
So Hungary we thought could be boring, but this grid's shaping up to be a very, very spicy. Kristaps Fee in P5.
Here comes our pole sitter at the moment. F. Lewis is starting his final run. JNTX, what's he going to do? He's going to challenge pole. He goes P2 alongside F. Lewis on the front row of the grid. A few guys still out on their outlaps. SPW and Mike both on mediums. And I think the only guy who could challenge pole now is Sabo, I think.
So F. Lewis showing one on. F. Lewis has touched turn 5 cup. His lap is over, Jensen. So, pressure on now.
Safe for pole now.
Who do any of these guys? I don't think they have anybody. Kristaps is not going to improve.
If Mike could get a good lap on the mediums, he could possibly challenge pole. It's possible a low 14 on the mediums. It's just about hooking a lap up. And it's a really odd line that Mike takes through sector 1 there. You really need to go a bit wider, but he goes nicely through 4, touches turn 5 curb, really risky.
Yeah, that was bold.
And he's going to use much more of the curb than he did the previous lap. Ain't the most, but he's still using a lot here.
Oh no, that's going to be the lap over, so
touching
SPW behind.
Curve,
Is he up on his time? He's going to come to the split. Oh, and he had to get off throttle there, but he's 3/10 up, so SPW looking to put himself right inside the top 10 here. He could go P8, P9, maybe a bit better.
P5 even. Oh, he's a bit wide on the...
maybe lost time there. Or was that lag? That might have been a bit of lag there. Where can SPW get the car? I think he did.
Lost 3 tenths in the final sector.
So So I think that's it. Jensen F. Lewis takes pole
Lewis.
again. Is that his second of the season?
I don't think he did take pole before. I think this is his first.
Ah. So well done, F.
But
Lewis,
well done to him,
Gentex,
yeah.
Mr. Rage, Mad G, Dr. Special Energy. What a top 5, Jensen. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought that would have been a top 5 going into tonight?
Yeah, none of our championship contenders in the top 5 as well.
And a very, very close, compressed P3 to P10. Jesus.
Yeah. Highest guy on the mediums, Nelly with 14.8 on the mediums, Mikey then in P10. So those are the only two guys who've actually made it top 10 on those tyres. And Pedro gets P11 on the softs, and he's got basically the perfect starting position for a
that's a good
tyres.
point. And that was off his first run. So that one run
Good effort from him.
Yeah, put him right for that P11 spot, which we know Pedro is no silly man. He understands that he's not as fast as the quick guys, and how important that P11 can be to his race. And he's good at getting the car in that position now. Shocks of the session there, Jensen. It's got to be Mike. SPW as well, a bit surprising I think, being that low. So interesting to see how they come back through the traffic.
Kristaps a good qualifying performance as well. The P6 on the softs. Ranger in P8. So these guys, they haven't had the best performances throughout the season. So good for them. But
so how long, Jensen?
Up.
How long are these guys going to hold an advantage at the start of this race? How many laps have they got to try and get the break on the medium guys? It's not long, is it here?
4 laps. 4 laps on the softs, and then they'll be past 30%. The mediums will start to come into their own then. I think 4 or 5 laps. But you want to be pitting about lap 8 if you're going for a hards. But if you're going for a 2-stop, it would be different. But someone's readied up for some reason.
Mr. Rage, uh-oh.
May have not. Yeah, don't think he knew about that.
Well, we may have.
Well, that does
a full grid move.
Miracles. Does miracles for the soft guys. It's only as long as they get off the line, but no one's getting off the line.
Gentex has just started doing donuts.
Yeah, no one's getting off the line, so it's going to be a restart then.
So, yes, chat, as you heard, that will be a restart. Let's get a quick peek at what people were planning. Pedro, Mike, SPW Officer Duffy, all hards, Sebo surge, medium. Matoman was thinking about going from the back on the softs. Interesting.
Yeah, so top 10 all on the soft tyre apart from Nelly and Mikey. And is it? Session is no longer available.
Okay, that's interesting. Bear with me, chat. Sorry for the blue screen. I just need to send a picture. Sorry, guys.
So I think Mataman was it? Wait, what's just happened? It's put us back. It's put me back in the lobby with all the guys. It's put me back in. I don't know what's happened. Chris.
So what was our top 2, Jensen? Who was P1? F. Lewis, P1.
I could tell you exactly. It was F. Lewis, JNTX, Rage.
Yeah, I've got Rage and that down. I just didn't have the top 2 for Sir Adam. So, I've ended up back in this session.
Yeah, same with me. I think we'll be in a new session there.
Yes, so we've just failed to join session now, apparently. Yes, no worries, Midgie. Thank you, sir, for the relay of information. Midgie says new session being sorted, so little couple of minutes, and then we will get in. The grid will be formed. Obviously, can't form grids until all guys get in the lobby, because You need people there to put them in their positions, and then we will get
Yes,
back on
right.
the grid. Take a second, because the guys will obviously need to prepare setups on the car, and then we should be set to go and do some racing.
Go for a piss.
Yes, sir.
For a few minutes.
So chat, who's your picks? Yes, Dr. Special Energy, do not forget your setup. I guess that's one of the flaws to the early ready up, but then new lad, and I think everybody's, or most have done it at least once in their lifetime. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But it's quite a sharp reform of people, so should be able to get the grid sorted pretty quickly. I pick me, Nelly. Nelly picks Nelly for the win. Who, P2 and P3 then, Nelly? Come on, you can't just predict. Just let's hear the full podium. Is your brother in there? Do you see some of the soft guys getting a good run? Maybe somebody new? Or we just going for a 1, 2, 3, Nelly, Nelly, Nelly? I guess that works. Maybe not for every day, but I guess it would work for some. For you? Maggie, happy with the top 10? I think should promise a really strong pace on the soft tyre, so if that pace can show up in the harder compounds when you go for a longer stint in the race, could be set for a good one. Safety cars, of course, hard track to overtake, track positions quite key, but safety cars can easily change up the grid order. We know OTL loves a safety car, so yeah, OTL's had drivers not even retiring from races and pulled safety cars out. Jensen, this setup, it's AIDS. Mike made a last minute change and blew it. Nelly thinks if F-Lewis clean getaway. Yes, yeah, I agree there, Nelly. I think if Ethan can keep his head down, we've seen him take tyres good stints and really be comfortable in the deep stints, so yeah, he could be one to watch. Big reward, yes. Yeah, I agree there as well. Jensen did say that on the restart. That is a big win for the soft runners. So interesting stuff at play, and then the guys that were further back, how if they get through the traffic early and how efficiently they get through, the hard can be a really good race tyre here. So they could end up, depending on how their pace keeps up and how long they can keep the pace up on the hard, if they can take that really deep into the race, lap 20, 25, still got strong pace, and then go for the medium or the softs at the end, they could be really dangerous in the last 10 to 12 laps of the race. Medium hard, of course, though, is optimal, I guess, if you're outside the top 10. Hard to medium becomes. I need a pep talk, feel a bottle coming. Come on, Mike. No need. At least if you're still running that setup, it's not a bottle, you can blame Jensen. You don't need to, you know, so it's not so bad. Take comfort in the fact that you never chose this. Well, you did choose the setup, but it's Jensen's and it's crap. Oh, there you go. Well, don't say that then. No need for a bottle. You will head down, keep going. Yes, do not put the other setup on, that would be silly. Yes, Nelly. First five. Yes. Keeping out of trouble, wing damage. It's very easy to get up in the rear of another car here, especially because you go up into the backside of the circuit. The slow chicane, then the faster chicane. The concertina effect in the cars. How the 5 cars, 1 car length spaced coming into that slow chicane can easily become 5 car lengths nose to tail.
Get overturned, Chris.
My G says, but so I was just chatting away with Chat Jensen while we were away, talking strat,
cool,
and Mike called you out, said your setup felt crap.
Well, probably a crap driver behind the wheel, isn't it?
Well, that is well. If the shoe fits in that, I guess the statement is.
I don't have an issue with it.
I very much did, so I agree with Mike.
Yeah, fuck off.
Or maybe I'm just a crap driver too. That's probably the latter.
Or I'm just
Drive like a
weird
weirdo.
driver.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
It'd
only be bad for one person, isn't it?
Yes. Quickly
works.
trying to rustle up a brew before we get going. Because we know coffee's
Rustle up a
important.
brew.
Yes, sir.
Sounds pretty cool.
So, well, we see the guys still go for the hard tyres. As long as I'm not near SBW and that chicane, I should be fine.
It's time to sing the Hungarian national anthem.
You're on your own there, mate, because I can't sing.
Yeah, sing.
Nor do I even know the Hungarian national anthem.
Try and make up something.
So, Jensen, we usually do this every race. What is your race prediction?
It's gonna be an ambitious one today. I think.
Like it.
So I'm going to go for Lewis P1, Nelly P2, and Pedro P3.
Wow.
Yes.
That Pedro P3
Yeah.
call has took me. Yeah, I think I just aged like 10 years there.
I'm only saying it because his performance in qualifying was pretty. For one lap, it was decent, and of course he's got a free choice of tyre for the start, and he's never really picks up penalties. So if there was a late safety car, he'd be the man to capitalise on that.
Very good point. 1 second, sir.
I always have a point behind it. It's not just a random pick, you know.
I definitely took you more of a random guy, Jensen. So what would I predict? So I think a driver that we've watched a few times, and I think he's been unlucky, and he showed warrants of the ability to be strong in races. I'd like to see Dr. Special Energy on the podium. I think F. Lewis as well. I think he's going to be a really hard guy to get. So I'm going to stick with the soft guys, really make the strategy work. Although it's maybe not the one that people would go for. I could see. I think our top three is going to hold firm. Migrating host, Officer Duffy's left the session.
Oh no.
I agree with the Pedro, call the rest bullshit, Jensen. That's what Nelly says. So I'm unsure of exactly what's happened there. Oh no.
I think people getting disconnected. Or just leaving. It might be a restart, I think, again.
possibly a new host. Restart. So is that a disconnect, boys? Is that the game kicking people out? Yeah. That's what happened to us last game. Last session. Oh, the grid is
I
messed
think
up. Oh, right, okay.
Matterman was that last. I think that's why.
Ah, these things happen. It happens, it happens. Poor SPW is going to be sitting back freaking the fuck out right now. I'm sure he's just pulled many aneurysms. I'm going to eat a chocolate egg because I can.
He's lost the sweatpants.
Check Discord. I'm not in the F1 Discord, Mikey.
I'm trying to reload my Discord. Oh, I'm trying to reload my computer at the moment. Just being a dick.
It was, wow, that was a rapid getting people in. So, we should be just, are you in, Jensen?
May I have some invites, please, or spare, because it took a long time to join there, so I don't know.
Yes, I can send.
What happened again.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. No, I don't want to invite JD Savo. There is one.
Thank you.
I will send one more. And there is another.
Yeah.
Now, you're sounding very interesting on the headset.
Yeah, I'm just having a snack before the race.
Ah, I like it, I like it.
Yeah. You don't want a bag of crisps ruffling around on my con stream, you know.
I get you, I get you. Adam messed up, like, oh, Adam. Adam. It's always Adam, chat, isn't it? It's always Adam. Adam's fault.
It's always Adam.
Chat, I think we should stand against the Adam. I guess he did call himself Officer Doofy, by name by nature, I guess.
Officer Goofy.
So Pedro's, if we're going by name by nature, let's go through the grid by name by nature. We'll say Mad. What would we have? Mad G. Let's go with ones we could definitely name. So we'd have Pedro instead of KFC. It would be Pedro second last 88. SPW Gaming 550 would just be SPW I'm a crackhead 550. It would be Mike instead of underscore. It would be Mike I like to bottle R17. It'd be SFR underscore I am stupid doofy.
Oh god. Okay.
Do we keep going or just stop?
Keep going if you want.
We could have where else could we go? We could have Envy, you can't touch this Nelly.
We could have Mikey, Mr. Saturday, TTI.
We could have Doctor, I need to be more special energy. Mikey, I wish I had a GTI 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ah, these are pretty funny, you know.
F Lewis would be F, my name is Ethan Lewis. And then Matt O Man would be Matt, I'm a girl man. That's my driver roundup for the evening. Sorry, chap. I apologise. I felt they were good names. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody?
I don't think we are. I think we got absolutely everyone. And I think we're ready for today. So everyone get on their tyres, get their setups, fuel, and all that.
Mike says Mike would be Valtteri Bottas. Oh, that's true. Oh, excuse me, chat. Pardon my burp. I apologise. So Jensen, do you think we are going to have a typical OTL banger? Or do you think Hungary is going to do Hungary things and cause a bit of a lull?
I mean, Hungary usually causes some, literally, you're going to see probably a few crashes here and there, most likely. It's one of the tracks where crashing is at its easiest. Like turn 4, turn 5, end of sector 2. And I would say if you're going side by side in the first sector as well, it's kind of a...
Yes, and many cubs that want to kill you. Many.
Yeah, turn 5 especially, if you touch that, you are gone.
And if you're running in a traffic jam and you're at the front of that queue, and you spin the rear, the car tends to spin along the racing line before it goes off circuit, so people can very easily get caught up in your incident.
Well, not my incident, I'm not racing, but
not,
yeah, I get what you mean.
Oh, did you just burn me, Jensen?
I just tripped you up there.
You little shit.
I reworded that.
So we have a tick and it is Officer Diffie, so it is showtime. I think it's your lights out today, Jensen. Would that be right?
Yes, it is.
So I will make sure I keep my beady eyes. So I'm near the back of the pack. Let's, once we get to the grid chat, I will give us a little look at what people are doing tyres wise. I assume we'll see much of the same. I'm sure Mike, Officer Duffy, SPW, Pedro, they were all going for the odds. Mataman was near the back on the sauce, but I don't think he was supposed to be there. So let's press square.
Chris Stapp's on the wrong tyre.
Oh.
So Chris Stapps is on the mediums, so you'll probably have to pit at the end of the lap, or you'll get a penalty, or at the end of the first lap. I don't know.
So
what happened to him there?
Outside the top 10, Pedro, Mike, SPW and Officer Duffy all went for the hard. Seaboat, Surge at the back? Why is Surge in
I wouldn't say that's the best strategy. If you're behind them hard tyres, it ain't really, I wouldn't say the best call for a start in those tyres. So they're going to have to try and make it work however they can.
Look, anyway. F. Lewis choosing to, he's not really pushing the formation lap. The grid's staying nice and packed. Although, first and second's now kind of broke a little bit of a gap to the rest.
Remember he's in a Red Bull. Expect some Verstappen-esque restarts if there were safety cars, you know.
Yes, very much so.
Because he'll be the most likely one to be leading. I think the last time we went to Hungary, F. Lewis and J and Tex crashed together, I think, or Mikey and...
Oh, so they will be hoping if it was them, no repeats of that, please, boys.
It is these two, I think, at the front, who both may have crashed, but Mr. Rage right there as well. See what he does in the race, his first race in OTL.
So that's been a good formation lap there for F. Lewis, I think, Jensen.
Oh, and Sabo and Surge, yeah. Surge, they're both, I think they might have collided under the formation lap.
Ah.
That's not the doing good. The
ENTXJ says it was Lewis and Mikey. So let's hope they definitely don't have a repeat of that today, because they are teammates. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, so all the cars on the grid now. A lot of different tyres, all about it. There's a lot of different strategies going to be in this race. It's going to be an interesting start. Here come the lights. We'll have 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And away we go. And a puff of smoke leaves behind them. And it's a good start from F. Lewis. He's going to keep the lead coming into turn 1. But Mad G, I think, no, it's Dr. Special Energy. He's going to come up the inside. But I think that's JNTEX. He's gone into the lead. He's managed to overtake the Red Bull there. He's ghosting for some reason. Don't know what's happening back there. They're all ghosting, and F. Lewis has not had a good start. He's been bogged down by a lot of cars. I think there's a lot of ghosting that's really causing some issues here.
Yeah, so it's done this silly nonsense at the start of the pack. What I can say is, Jensen, the two Haas boys have seemed to have another coming together. They just can't seem to keep out each other's hair. And
no.
Pedro is now on the back of the pack. No damage, but stone dead last.
JNTEX has got a brilliant stop. Mad G in P2. What a start from him as well.
And Surge has just sent one round the outside, so he's making ground. Surge now got ahead of Mikey Officer Doofy. So
ahead of Mike.
Yes,
what
he's really making gains
there. And these gains are essential now. He's only got one more hard runner ahead of him. So I think that medium tyre start might have paid off for Surge, I think. As long as he gets past SPW, these two colliding the last week's race in Sakir. As JNTEX crosses the line, timing's a little bit glitched there, but is that F. Lewis and Rage? Rage goes into P3, I think.
I think that is. I think Mad G is some. Either that's a bugged car or Mad G is in P2. And for some reason it's showing JNTEX is no ERS on my screen either.
It's filtered through now. So there we go. I think that is the running order. Mataman's already picked up a penalty. That's not good for Mataman. The penalty's already coming thick and fast.
And it is something we were talking about pre-race, Jensen, wasn't it? Penalties are going to be huge here. You spoke about it with the likes of Pedro, who's...
Nelly, he's gone up the inside, turning it on Chris Stapps. He's through. Essential, that is, Chris Stapps didn't pit at all, so Chris Stapps probably going to get a penalty at the end of the race. Don't know exactly what it'll be for the wrong tyres, but he's going to have to try and do his best how he can at the moment. JNTEX has actually pulled a gap, Chris, as well. So
1.4 ahead, yet Mr. Rage all over the back of Maggi as well. JNTEX Maggi quite conservative on the airs, but Mr. Rage looks as if they've been really pushing on the soft compound tyres. Jensen down below 40% of VRS by lap 3.
Yeah, Magi's going to watch his back. Mr. Rage is all over the back of him at the moment. F. Lewis is coming up on the back of these guys as well. I don't think he's really used much, only 70%. So Nelly's got to try and catch that gap up. It's going to become easier per lap. The gap gets smaller and smaller.
So Doofy picks up his first time penalty of the race as well, so that, as you said, they're starting to come thick and fast, Jensen. We're starting to get a big gaggle of cars. Chris Stapps V is starting to be the cork in the bottle between the mid-pack and the front-running drivers. From Chris Stapps 3, we've got Dr. Special Energy, Ranger, Mikey, SPW
and Surge. I think SPW and Surge were going wheel to wheel there. Surge wanting to get through quickly on the hard running McLaren. And the Racing Point, he's got a lot of energy he's got to use. Going down into straight, and SPW moving a lot down into the braking with Surge's going to try and go on the outside. He can't make it there, so he's going to try into turn 2. And SPW making a lot of moves under braking. I don't think he was able to get through there. SPW try and place his car. And there's been a crash, it's Mikey. Turn 4.
So you did say turn 4, safety car out. Safety car is out, Jensen, so a critical lifeline possibly here for these soft running drivers. It's maybe a bit earlier than they would have liked, but
that could be what the soft guys would have wanted, I think.
Medium for them.
I don't think, I'd say from P2 downwards it would be a big win for them, but JNTX is not going to be happy with that. He's going to lose the gap. What's he going to do? He's surely going to pit. And he does.
He is. Matt G
in the pits.
Mr. Rage is staying out.
Stays out. So he's going to try. So he doesn't think a hard tyre will go to the end, I think, from here. Depends what they go for, but all the soft runners, every single one of them into the pits, apart from Mr. Rage. Nelly goes up to P2.
Mike pits off his
it's hard tyres.
So
it's hard tyres for them.
I think Mike's going to try a medium, Jensen.
So JNTech is going to fall down to 8th. On the hard tyres, Manji, F. Lewis and Matterman all on mediums. Ranger also on mediums. Not specially hard. Mike, Pedro and Mikey at the back on the medium tyre. So, top 7 yet to pit. 4 of them on the mediums, 2 of them hards and 1 soft.
Yes, oh, and there's Envinelli, he's just went really off the circuit. Oh, but he's been alright, I think he's managed to get the car back.
He might have just lost the concentration there.
The thing is, has that gave him a warning?
I don't think it has. Because he didn't gain, no, he didn't get a warning from that. It didn't gain any time, really.
But then I guess we don't gain any time under safety car, but sometimes it just hands out penalties willy-nilly.
JN Tech's got a warning this lap. So
yeah, warnings are coming under safety car rules, but did Nelly get one? No?
Nelly has not got any, as usual, so to speak.
Yes. Another guy very good at keeping out of that penalty zone.
And Nelly, really, he's really close to Rage at the moment. He's really trying to get him to go on a bit more, you know, doing a Hamilton.
Rage or Deputant going to control on a safety car restart. ENTXJ says he did 33 laps on these tyres yesterday. A small insight from him, and the last time he was, he reckons he can. So game on for JNTX. He's feeling good. Go get some, young man.
He's becoming a favourite to win this, I think. In my eyes, as long as he keeps it good. I mean, he only picked up 1 warning this race, and that was under safety car conditions. Other than that, he's kept it fairly good. And if he goes all the way to the end on those tyres, he's going to be gaining a lot of time on a few guys. But he needs to get through a few guys, like Officer Doofy and Sable maybe. But
so Officer Doofy went for track position over a pit stop. I think that was clever.
Yeah, if you're on the hard tyres as well, it's pointless pitting. All you're just going to do is lose track position, you're just going to lose, like, yeah. Don't really know much more to say about that. But I think the safety car will come in this lap.
Yes. It should. Mr. Rage will come with a pace setter, and there it is. So off it pops. Rage backs off to take control of the pace of the pack.
This is going to be interesting, Chris. The softs and the mediums are going to be about the same now. for Rage and Nelly. I think Rage is going to have a bit of wear on those, but I don't think it's going to be too bad.
He's backing right up.
Doing a Verstappen, is he? Or is he going to go through the final corner? And he goes to the final corner.
And I think he's picking it up now.
But Nelly was not sleeping there. He got a really good run on Rage. And Nelly straight away going for the move into turn 1. Is he going to go late on the brakes? Rage trying to hang around the outside. He does. But Nelly gets the better run out of turn 2. Actually, no, Rage has got a better run then. And they're going wheel to wheel through turn 2 and turn 3.
Rage defends. Good racing there between the two. Further back in the pack, let's see what's going on. Jensen, I think most guys get a clean breakaway back through.
Yeah, JNTEX through on his teammate. That is good for JNTEX. Really important there. Now he needs to start carving his way through guys in front that may hold him up. But at this moment, he's looking pretty good. I think he'll get past Sabu quite quickly. Never really got the pronunciation right for his name, but
so I think
he's over the back of him.
Nelly now is maybe just chose not to fight it too much, although Nelly twitching a lot out the second to last corner there.
This lap. Oh, SPW and Surge lagging a bit there, but apparently it looks like they made contact. I don't know what's just happened there.
Oh yeah,
something.
There's some lag going on there, yeah.
JNTX, is JNTX going to go for a move? No, he's not. And SPW, the lag, and he's spun round. The McLaren is spun round, and
is JNTX away as well?
Has he collected him? Oh no. And JNTX, does he still have his wing intact? No, he doesn't. He's got end plate damage, and that's pretty much... Oh, that is really, really gutting there for JNTX. Some really poor connection.
Yes, that looked very big, lagging, glitchy, all over the place. It was, yeah, not nice.
So net leader now, Dr. Special Energy. When all things come to a close after pit stops, and Ranger and Mike going side by side into the final sector here. They're going to carry on going side by side. Who's going to get the better run through here? Mikey squirming about behind them as well. Ranger pushes Mike a bit wide there, but they're carrying on going through the final corner, and they're going to keep it there. Mike gets through, but Ranger's
and here comes Mikey, I think, on Ranger. Sorry to jump in on you, Jensen, but Mikey's going to take the racing line now. And oh, I don't know what's that. Oh, Mikey's been hit. Oh no!
Oh no! And Mike's spun, and he is. I think he. Yeah, he's retired. He's. Couldn't believe
no,
that.
Mike.
That is.
So I think there, Mikey and Ranger YouTube has. Oh, NTXJ, that's gotten. Yeah, I think Mikey's pulled over and hit Ranger. It's put him on the grass. Rangers then had no brakes to try and stop the car, and just torpedoed Mike in turn 1.
That is really unfortunate for Mike there. Running a fairly decent position, and that's just gone for him. So. And is that Surge and Sabre going side by side as well through the final sector? Just like last lap, his Racing Point teammate Ranger going with Mike. Now he's going to try and go with Chris Stapps. He's going to try and go for a move this straight. Needs to get through. At the moment, Rage. Is he going to hold on for much longer? No, he isn't. Nelly is
Surge looking at a move, and Chris Stapps a big send round the outside. Chris Stapps' feet. Oh, and there's contact on. He's been turned round. I don't think. Oh, I don't know if there was fully enough space left.
And Rage and Nelly, they're side by side through the first sector. Rage pushes Nelly off track, and Nelly backs off.
I think he maybe overtook off the track there. Had to give the position back.
It's something big just happened there. Now Serge up to P3. Is he going to catch up to his brother while he's held behind Rage? But Nelly's still going at it. Rage still on those tyres. Surely he's going to pit in the next few laps. Here comes Nelly though. Fighting really hard there. He's got a good run. Is he going to send it up the inside? No, he's not. This is racing all the way.
So I think Rage
there.
is now in, yes. So the leader breaks away. Nelly becomes our race leader. Still to pit, of course.
Yeah. The train behind Adam is big. Is really big.
Pedro now up to P11. Oh, he's going for a big move here. I think we're going to see Pedro send one and Dr. Special Energy down the inside into turn 1. Dr. Special Energy will go for the cutback though and take the position straight back. Good bold driving there for Pedro. Nice attempt.
And look at Mikey and Mataman. Mataman and Mikey, they're keeping it side by side. Mikey gets the better drive out of turn 3 and he gets the position.
Oh, Mataman's out! He's out, he lost the car in turn 4 and he's in the wall. Will that be a safety car? I don't think it's going to be.
Oh, Codemasters is strange with that.
And Mr. Rage picks up a time penalty.
Yeah, through turn 4. I think what's happened to Mataman now, his car is all the way over there.
So I seen him on entry to 4. He seemed to take a lot of the curb on the inside, Jensen, and I think that's upset the car on exit, and just he's went round in one big loop, yep, and it's ended up in the inside wall.
Yeah.
The two brothers though, lap 12, Comfort Land I think.
Now.
Yeah.
And here comes F. Lewis, he's on the inside of Adam, he almost touches Sable into turn 1.
Oh, and Adam on the cutback. DRS open.
Adam
he's going to try and make a move. Not quite there though.
You know, he's not going to fight that. He knows the brand new mediums.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened, to be honest, mate. It's definitely one to be looked at though.
Yeah, that was
but it's not gone. Nelly can still have incidents too.
Yeah, Nelly is doing his thing again.
Yes.
It's a bit boring. It's just like Glock. Then Nelly had to sit and go through that, so I guess it's sort of like
redemption on his side, I guess.
Yeah. He wouldn't care if it's boring. It's getting back for last season.
Officer Doofy here putting in an absolute stonking drive as it stands. I think he's going to be one of our biggest gainers so far. Defending he is up Mikey, 9 on us, Surgeon Sibo.
Here comes Mikey though. Mikey to go for the move into turn 1. I think it's going to be an easy one for Mikey, but it's derating. Officer Doofy trying to hang it around the outside, but he can't. And
on contact between F. Lewis and Sibo. Where is everything going to go?
Side by side.
Oh, there's contact between the Red Bull at the front. Who has it? It's F. Lewis and Sibo. Oh, there's cars everywhere. Jensen on Adam. Oh, there's cars everywhere. And Adam's going to go through on the inside. Don't do it. Turn 4, boys.
Oh my god. What?
Did we just see an attempt at 3 wide in turn 4?
And Chris Tubbs is out.
Oh my god.
Safety car. That's brought JNTEX back into the game now. He's going to be really happy with that, surely.
Safety car out, yes, Mike, I agree. They are questionable recently, very much so.
It's a great effort from Officer Doofy there at the 2 Red Bulls and the Haas.
Oh, that got me excited. So I think Nelly will pit. Yes, he is coming in.
Yeah, hard tyres, of course. If it had gone anything different, I would question the Ferrari strategies, but it is on the hards. Pretty obvious there. so should Surge
And Officer
Sabo.
Doofy, can he get to the end on the mediums?
He's going to have to try. I think he can. He could take them quite a long distance. I think 20 laps you could do them at full racing speed.
Oh, why is he went soft? Is he going soft?
Must be.
That is an interesting call.
That's still going to be a tough one as well. Soft. I would have gone for the mediums to the end.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because he would have been a massive gain as well for Adam there. But
yeah, because he still had the advantage to all the guys in front that went to the hard.
Special Energy, P2. So that early stop is paid off for Dr. Special Energy.
Yeah, and he's only on an 8-lap old hard.
So JNTX, he's going back onto the medium tyres. Or a brand new set of medium tyres. I mean, to the end, I think. It's time for a comeback for him. He was probably disappointed when the Turn 1 incident happened with him and SPW, I think.
Yes, I would agree.
Now, I think now he's going to be back in the game here.
Just going to whip up another brute while the safety car is out. So, a lot of drama, Jensen, and I said pre-race, will this be boring? Oh hell no. OTL does not do boring.
Oh no. Probably most entertaining racing out there at the moment.
Yes, it's explosive.
It's like
Magic Pat.
I'd say it's like this F1 is like F2 basically. Let's just say that.
And Magi goes to the box. Oh, and Surge gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Dr. Special Energy.
And hold on, did Dr. Special Energy also? Yeah, they both got penalties for that. That's not going to be good. And he's got damage as well. Oh no.
Oh, that could be Surge's race. No.
He's got the trap position at the moment, and as long as he doesn't serve that penalty, he could get that removed. As long as he doesn't pit under any other safety car afterwards, but as long as he stays out, he could get that penalty removed if it wasn't his fault there. But it seems he went to the back of him, so it might have been a checkup up the front. And Dr. Special Energy could also get it removed if it wasn't his fault as well. But interestingly, there's only been 2 penalties being dished out in this race to Rage and Adam, and I think 1 to Matterman before he retired, but the safety car's in this lap now.
Yes, so we are about to go racing once again. Nelly with that fresh hard compound, Dr. Special Energy P2 and the 9-lap old Surge 3. Mr. Rage 4, Sebo 5, Doofy 6, Eflus 7, Pedro up to P8 on the mediums.
Yeah,
Could be a good run in for
is
Pedro.
Looking interesting here. Surge into the pits. He's gone into the pits as quick as he can there. He's going to catch up to the safety car, and I think he's going to go for the mediums. It looks like to the end. Just come back from that.
So Officer Doofy needs to push. This is the interesting one in this restart phase to see just how much, especially with the guys on the hard compounds, he needs to not run into the back, he needs to be careful of that. But he needs to provoke these overtakes and push them on.
So Rage and Dr. Special Energy, I think, got a bit close there to each other.
Officer Doofy thought about sneaking one up the inside there, but not quite there. Pedro gets his first time penalty of the race.
Yeah. Nelly off into the distance. Looks like Adam's going to be one to watch on these softs. as he's on the back of the Haas. I'm not going to try pronouncing that, and he's got a 6-second penalty now. It's the first 6 seconds of the race for any driver. That's not good for Adam. To be fair, I think the soft strategy might be the only way to go for Adam now.
He's going to push on, I think. Yeah, overtake full charge. I think he just needs to be brave on the brakes. There he goes, he's down the inside. Sebo's just going to turn in. Small correction on oversteer, keep the overtake check. Small push out there, but shows his force. F. Lewis now tries for a run in. Sebo not quite there this time, but Adam gets the job done up into P4. Now he needs to crack on in that tyre.
F. Lewis has got to get a move on as well to make use of that. And Rage and Dr. Special Energy going side by side again, the second lap in a row into turn 4. And that a very risky business there between these two, but they are really hunting each other here. I think they've both got the same amount of penalties if you take away the 5 seconds from Dr. Special Energy. So we'll have to see here. Adam is on the back of him on the softs as expected, and he'll be through these two in no time, I would expect.
Yes. So what do you think? He's probably going to go here till about 25, 26, and then I think we'll see him go for a splash and dash.
He hasn't got the speed down the straight. I think he's got more downforce than Rage, maybe. I don't know, but F. Lewis, he's got around the outside of the Haas of Sebo. Sebo going to try and hold on around the outside. It's brave, but it's not going to be for him. And he's going to have to settle into P6 now. Surge fastest lap of the race there. So he is on it on those medium tyres.
Oh, and Sebo's touched the turn 4 cup. He's round. Turn 5, cup round and in the wall. I don't know if that's a retirement. I think just a wing off.
He's kept it. And
Pedro now in the top 6. Sebo disqualified for going the wrong way. That's unfortunate.
He just reversed out of it and just completely went off it, I think.
So Pedro now right up there, having a good old scrap.
And yeah, Sebo leaves. But here comes Adam. Is Adam going to have a go again? No, he isn't. Rage is derating already, almost. Same Dr. Special Energy is near the same, I think. Nearly 75% energy.
I think Adam needs to just squeeze his throttle in more in turn 1. He's very aggressively getting the power down. He's having to correct an oversteer moment, which is hurting his traction.
Rage, what is he going to do? He's going to get close, but he's not going to be able to make a move there. Yeah, I think even on the soft tyres it's tricky for Adam. He's in the train now. Oh, he's made a bit of contact with Rage there. He's pushing him along through the middle sector. Adam is. And Rage will get a good run. This is the opportunity for Adam. He's going to go up the inside. Rage needs the space. Adam couldn't do it on that occasion. But the gap has got bigger now. It's over a second, I think. No, Rage managed to come back a little bit there.
Look at F. Lewis absolutely stalking this. F. Lewis is feeling good.
Rage has just got a bit more straight line speed than Adam, which
I think F. Lewis is on the same boat as well. I think he's running a higher downforce setting. Oh, and F. Lewis, he's got such a Max Verstappen-esque throttle application out the corners. You can hear the car spinning up, but somehow it just stays in a straight line.
Adam's been taking the right hand side before turn 6 there a lot of times in previous laps. But once again he's on the back and he's touched the back of Rage. He don't want to get too close, he could get himself damaged here. Is he going to try again? He's going to hope that Rage loses this DRS to Dr. Special Energy.
And look at this train chasing behind Mr. Rage. There's Doofy, Lewis, Pedro, Mikey, GNTEX, Mad G, they all want a bit of Ranger. You've as well coming up and joining this fight too.
That's going to help the guys at the back as well.
Mikey and Pedro having a bit of a scrap there. Pedro being pulled back down, but I think he's going to push to try and have a go. Not quite there. Pedro just needs to not get damaged as well and be comfortable. In 14 laps time, he's probably got his best finish in a long time.
Yeah, he's running a really great position at the moment.
Officer Doofy absolutely hustling Rage hard.
Hounding that Alfa Romeo.
But now he has F. Lewis all over the back of him, Jensen.
And is that JNTX? JNTX has just sent a move into the corner on Pedro, and that was a very late but great move from him. He goes up to P7 now. He's got Mikey and F. Lewis ahead of him on the medium tyre, the hard tyre.
F. Lewis and Officer Doofy now side by side. F. Lewis on the inside line. Oh, and Officer Doofy, I don't think he's realised Mikey was there. Mikey's been touched. No damage for Mikey, he continues. But he loses a position. And he loses a few positions actually.
What is the Williams situation now? JNTEX is the car behind his teammate. What's Adam going to do?
Meanwhile, Nelly, 6 seconds in the lead. Chilling.
Yeah, he's on almost maximum energy as well, keeping that high. And you see through this middle sector here, JNTEX is closing in on this battle. There's been a solid recovery drive from him, and he is close to the podium. Actually, he is a net podium at the moment, as Mikey picks up his first penalty of the race, which helps Pedro out because Pedro is the car ahead. And there goes Adam into the pits. It's surely going to be for the mediums. I wouldn't say the soft will make it. Yes. But he might do. Might try and extend. Here we go, let's see what he goes for. Medium tyres.
So a fresh set of boots, I think it is. I think it is a fresh set, so it's time to push up.
It's battle for P3
Let's
now.
See what you got.
This train is now 7 cars. And F. Lewis needs to try and get through on Dr. Special Energy here. Ranger and Mad G. They both pick up a penalty there.
Oh, Ranger drifting round turn 5.
I just caught that.
Wow.
I just caught that as well. That was good.
Adam's strategy is worse than his driving, Mike says. Well, yeah. I don't know what to say to that. Dr. Special Energy gets a time penalty. That is not good.
It's Nelly, Lewis and JNTEX, so 2 of my podium guys up there now. Serge also just picks up a penalty. He's only 2.5 seconds behind Adam here. And it's all cross with 12 laps to go now. I think all eyes are focused on Dr. Special Energy and Lewis now.
Yes, this is where the fight is. That podium shootout. I think F. Lewis is in cruise control though. I think he is chilling. He needs
Maggie
not
and
worry.
Mikey. They're getting very close. F. Lewis has got the opportunity this lap as well, as long as Dot Specialty is still out of that DRS zone.
That is a very good point. He maybe be able to get a jump and solidify. He would. See, the thing is, I wonder if running in there, does he feel like he has more pace in the car? Dr. Special Energy, of course, on the hards. So he's got longevity.
He's got to watch out for JNTEX as well. These two are fighting for position here. So he's got to watch out. He has one of the best middle sectors, F. Lewis. But he gets the runs out of the final corner. He's just such a good exit. And JNTEX is nowhere near.
Mike's raging. Oh, Mike, I feel for you, man. I feel for you. If you go back in the stream, you'll get a kind of an outside angle of what happened. I don't know if you've done that already or not. We were gutted for you, mate. You were just starting to make ground, come into a comfort zone. But hey, just keep your head down. Things can still come your way. I know it sometimes don't feel like it, but things can change.
There are only 3 remaining guys without a penalty. Of course, SPW left quite early on.
SPW says same. SPW is always angry, so I expect that.
Yeah, the angry Irishman, or Northern Irish.
Northern Irish, yeah, don't say Irish, you bloody hell. He will crack up. At least we can laugh at Adam. Angry Spud right here. Well, that is a good point, SPW. There is some benefits, and can we just talk about this, man? What is going on here? Young Pedro actually pulling now away from Mikey, and looking to bring home an absolute solid. He can finish in the top 5.
And then F. Lewis goes up the inside of Dr. Special Energy. He's got the move done. And Dr. Special Energy, he's going to try and come back. He's not going to use the energy though, so he's not going to get the move back done. That's crucial for F. Lewis, because now JNTEX has to get through. And the longer JNTEX is behind, the better for F. Lewis's race.
Oh, Dr. Special Energy went wide, Jensen went wide on the exit of 5. JNTEX get back through.
That is brilliant stuff there. JNTEX getting...
I say back through, he has got through, sorry.
He is.
Everyone going to the end, through. Yes. SPW, yes, very much. I don't expect to see anybody in the pits now. This is a racing order.
Yeah, Maggi fighting Mikey, it looks like 4P7. Trying to make the most of those mediums while he can. I think we're near the crossover of the mediums and the hards if they did pit under the safety car. And here comes Maggi. Is he going to send...
Oh, and I think Dr. Special Energy may need to pit here, Jensen. He would be looking to do 29 laps on that hard compound tyre. 21 lap old there now. Going on to them lap 6. Do you think he can carry that to the end?
He pitted under the first safety car. He did, so I think he can.
SPW thinks ENTXJ is going to send it on Lewis. This looks the battle for this P3 battle could be a cracker. They need to not get caught too. In fact, it's not even P3. These two are fighting for P2 and 3.
Yeah, and they got a gap behind, so they don't have to worry too much now. And looking at penalties.
Yeah, ENTXJ, yes, Mike, he was saying I could cry like he was gutted, but now look where it stands. Envinelli, look, showing the pace he still has in the car. Fastest lap of the race, he's pushing on.
Yeah, he's starting to use a bit of the energy now. He's got time to really do that. And also, Pedro as well is running P6. He's only got the 1 penalty, so he's on for a top 5 finish, which almost got my prediction right if he does keep it going for the next few laps.
You did say Pedro was going to do good things today.
If there's sparks up at any penalty ahead though, from Rage maybe, and if he gets another one, that could be a chance for Pedro for P4.
I'm going to stay on board with ENTXJ and F Lewis. Jensen, I need to move very quickly, sir.
Yes. So these two battle has really started now for these final few laps. And SPW, he wants to see a dive bomb. It looks like, will we see a dive bomb from NTXJ? These are the podium positions as well. He's getting close, he's using all the energy here. Is he going to go for a send? No, he's not. He's going to slot in just behind F Lewis there. Is he going to get the exit for a go? He's lost the back end, he's caught it just. And he's over pushed it there.
And Jay's fell back off that now, Jensen. That could be it over.
That, I think.
Yes, SPW says I have the bladder of a child. Yeah, probably. I drink way too much coffee as well. That does not help the situation at all.
I mean, coffee's good, but I mean,
yeah, I probably drink like 30 cups a day. So I'm really unhealthy amount. But hey, we won't name names.
Chris took the mortgage of the house to fucking spend it all on coffee.
Yes, I'm alive. So Pedro's starting to be railed in by Mikey. I really want to see him score that top 5 position. Come on,
yeah,
Pedro!
it's looking that way.
This is a driver of the day performance. Do not blow it.
And he's in the pits. What is he doing? What has Pedro done? No, Pedro. Oh, he's made...
Why has he done that?
To return to his second last position, it looks like, for Pedro. That is soft tyres. I don't see why he pitted there, to be honest. Like, those tyres would have easily made it. Maybe over pushing them? Or, I don't know. But Pedro is just...
Stone dead last.
Oh, and he's touched Surge, and yeah, coming out of the pits, and he drops even further back after that, so... Oh, that's really disappointing for Pedro.
Mikey wasn't even really gaining.
Yeah.
No, Pedro.
Oh, I'm fuming at that. I'm really actually fuming.
It's made me angry.
He's just thrown
He's
away
gonna get it.
Like that. And if he can't get by Surge as well, if he doesn't have the pace to do that, he's gonna come home in second last.
No, because SPW left. He's stone dead last.
So it's last or second last for Pedro today.
Oh, that is gutting.
Unless there's a safety car.
Ah,
Touchwood,
Pedro.
Touchwood, I don't jinx that, but better get on to the last 5 laps of this race now. Nearly at cruising speed at the moment. I think everyone's sort of spread out now.
Imagine are only fight.
Yeah.
Stay with them for a bit. See if it gets spicy.
Pedro's now chasing the P10 position as well. Pedro purple sector 1, he's on the pace here. Maybe his fastest lap for Pedro.
So he is pushing.
Mad G, is he going to get a chance here on Mikey? Those tyres is going to start to drop off a little bit here.
Oh, he picks up another penalty, but here he goes on Serge down the inside, he goes. Serge is going to try and hang on the outside line.
He's still going to go wheel to wheel.
Oh, bit of wheel bang there, I think that was just the curb upsetting Pedro, but he's going to go round the outside. And through he goes. Well, I think he just gave up DRS though. He's going to pull the inside line, takes the fastest lap of the race.
Pedro, fastest lap of the race.
But you gave up a P5 for that.
I can't believe that. I'm honestly I'm in disbelief. I'm really disappointed.
You just gave up like 8 points for a point.
I bet Adam is questioning that in the party with him right now, or Mike if he's still there. But
my guy Pedro, what a hero.
So it looks like F-Lewis and J and Tex are both going to get the podium position here, as long as they hold on to the 6-second gap in front of Rage.
Can we just talk about Rage? A very, very solid debut. Gave Nelly a good fight in the early stages as well. I think with Pedro blowing what he did, I think he could be very much a contender for driver of the day.
Yeah, watch out, the mediums will start to go off in these laps now. So I think he could possibly still get it if he gets the gap. And Pedro another fastest lap.
He is flying.
He is going along quite nicely now.
But silly.
Tires. Yeah, agreed.
Because look, Mikey's still not been able to get close to Dr. Special Energy, so Pedro would have still been, I think, ahead. Nah, maybe not. He maybe would have fell off now, but I think he'd have still been in. I mean, at worst, he'd have fell to P6 and only had the one penalty at the time. You know,
Adam takes up another penalty. 12 seconds. So Pedro might not finish second last here. If he gets within 6 seconds of Adam, that is...
Oh, is he
P9.
about to put Adam into that title? Is this what we're about to see here? Are we about to see Pedro put Adam to second last? Dun dun dun.
Pedro no longer gaining on Adam there. Adam pushing. He does not want that to happen to him.
So Nelly with 2 to go. Absolutely chilling. Stressless driving.
Be careful there.
Don't touch much that. Yeah, I was going to say, don't touch too much of that curb. Jesus.
Yeah. Another dominant display from there, Nelly.
Mad G with another time penalty, so Pedro may still gain a bit, I don't know how much, but I think he'll be lucky on Nelly setting purple sectors now. I think he's pushing a bit. Could we see Nelly maybe try for a fastest lap?
I think he's getting ready here.
Oh!
Went really wide there. He's trying to go for it on the final lap of the race. All the energy here, all the marbles, he's going to go for it. Don't want to overdo it though. As Chris, you may remember, you tried the fastest lap.
Monaco!
At Monaco.
And blew it. P1, dropped the car, in the wall, game over. From about a 20-second lead.
Yeah, you don't want to bin it here. I think it's only these 2 corners really where you can bin it. Nelly avoids them. He keeps it going here, so he just has to keep it going for the rest of the lap. He's affording to cut corners here. You can see how little warnings he has. He hasn't picked up a penalty for that corner cut or track extend. But that one shouldn't affect his fastest lap. I don't know.
He is very up, half a second. I don't think he's going to have enough. I think Pedro's on a 14.7. Nelly would need to be up about 8/10, I think, to get the fastest lap. I
But
could be
here
wrong
comes
though.
Nelly. Nelly, he's coming around the final corner, and he's going to take his 5th win of the season in Hungary. He's going to go for the fastest lap of 17.0
Wow.
on those hards.
Yeesh.
Mr. Rage, he's going to come home P2. He can still get a podium here. Look at the gaps. Can JNTEX and Lewis hold on?
And if Lewis gets P2's, JNTEX going to get the podium, he does!
Dot Special Energy, he's going to drop back a load of positions with those penalties. He goes down to P7. Adam, he's going to get P8 here. Pedro's dropped all the way down to last. Oh, no. And Pedro, that is...
Is he
that
out of fuel?
sucks.
He's out of fuel?
Oh, no.
Pedro ran out of fuel? No! To bring up the rear, a fuelless limping home Pedro. Ah, that is unfortunate.
Rip Pedro.
Oh, rip Pedro, yes, I agree. A very good drive, Nelly. F. Lewis, JNTEX, Surge with the driver of the day from the game. Must have had the most successful overtakes. But we should get our gentlemen's in for a chat. I don't know if F. Lewis and JNTEX talk. There is your final grid. Envinelli P1, F. Lewis 2, JNTEX 3, Mr. Rage 4, Mikey 5, Maggi 6, Dr. Special Energy P7, Ranger P8, also Doofy 9, Surge rounding out the top 10, Pedro P11, and then SPW, Sibo, Kristaps, and Matoman and Mike, unfortunately, are not finishing. Pedro says that was fun. You blew it, Pedro! No! You no! Just no.
Oh my god.
You blew it.
Who's this race? Who is the racing hub? Who is this the racing hub guy, you know? That's gotta be Adam, probably.
Yes, I think it is. So we'll try and get our guys in for a chat, Jensen. We'll see if they wish to talk with us. They may or may not.
So, I'll round down the grids as much as I can. We've got Nelly, the win, the fastest lap. F. Lewis P2, JNTEX P3, Rage P4, Mikey P5, Maggi 6, Special Energy 7, Ranger 8, Adam 9th, Surge 10th, Pedro P11, SPW, Sabo, Kristaps, Matu and Mike with the DNF for that one.
Oh, it's taking about 4 days to allow me to add players to the chat. That's really annoying.
I'm honestly... And after that race, Chris, I'm disappointed. Majorly.
Yes, I agree.
That's the biggest talking point of the race, is that Pedro.
Yes, let's not ever mention his name again in chat. He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. Just that Scotsman in the Haas, you know. Or there's two, but I mean...
Aye, the ugly one.
Yeah.
So who joined us? Is it F. Lewis or P2 man?
Yes.
And JNTEX as well.
Is JNTEX joined? Did he join? I don't think he did.
Yeah, no.
Ah, so Jensen, do you wish to ask us a question, sir? We'll just go back to front and go 3, 2, 1. Why not?
Yeah. Let's go with that. So, as we wait for the other guys, we'll start with JNTEX anyway. I think that's your first podium of the season, but I'd probably say you probably feel a bit disappointed with how your race turned up, especially with the start as well. You gained about a 5-second lead coming up to the first safety car, and after the restart I think you collided with SPW or something. It looked very weird. You guys were lagging for us, but can you tell us exactly what happened?
So going through into turn 1, I think I did a move on a Renault, I'm pretty sure, and seems like SPW and Surge made contact. He span, and his car was lagging. I couldn't get out of the way, and I was just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, we saw a lot of lag with the guys. There were a lot of ghosted cars in the opening lap, but other than that, you're a bit lucky with the safety car, but still it was still tough for you. You had to fight all the way through, and you were making up positions just like that, really. And you got up to F. Lewis, you almost got him, but dropped back a little bit at the end. But still, I know I said you might be a bit disappointed, but are you happy with the result?
I think I am because, like you said, I got a bit lucky with the safety car. But I fought hard to get through the positions and make up the positions I did. I thought about going for a cheeky dive bomb on Lewis towards the end, but I thought better of it just because of how the race had gone. So, you know, a podium from 30 seconds last, I'll take any day, but it's still a bit disappointing not to potentially get my first race win in this league.
Well, you've seen good showing from you, good racing. Surely more to come from you this season, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well done for the P3. And
Thank you.
we go on to Ethan.
Hi.
Lewis, is that another P2? I think it's your second podium of the season here, and once again another hard-fought one, just with JNTX. Pole position as well. And you talk us through how your race went.
Nervy, I think, if I had to put it into one word. The start was just, well, JNTX dive bombed us and then everyone wanted a piece of us, so I sat there just falling back and back, and I was just like, I am not getting into a lap one blunder, so I was just trying to keep it calm and safety car at the start, and yeah, overtakes, bit contact, but in the end of the day it was just a bit nervy. And then I got lucky with the second safety car because my tyres were very dead, and everyone else around us except Pedro, the Scottish man on the Haas, went onto the hards, and our GNTX was on the mediums as well, and I went on the mediums, and at first I thought I had messed it up, but the tyres just hung on.
Yeah, I think we saw Pedro pit at the end of the race. Of course, yeah, the Scottish man, very disappointed in there. But after all that happened, we saw you drop down a bit in lap one. But of course, I'd say for the top three, it was hard-fought race. And yeah, well done, P2. Hopefully, more podiums to come in the following races. So, we're going to move on to our race winner for the 5th time this season, Nelly.
Yo, how's everyone?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Evening.
I don't know, there's not much to really talk about today. Pretty straightforward race from you, especially after the safety car. But I'd say pre-safety car, pre-getting past Rage, how was your race?
Well, normally I'm entertaining, but there's not really much to say today. But it's just that I didn't want any of the safety cars. I think the medium to hard strategy works. The alternate strategy works better with no safety cars. But yeah, it was just it was follow JNTech. I think, was it JNTech or the Alfa Romeo, whoever it was, until their softs went off. They pitted straight away. I would have got them that lap anyway.
Yeah, I think it was Rage.
Oh yeah, it was Rage. And then just behave till the end. Just nurse the hards, get the fastest lap on the final lap in style. And it was just weird. It was just weird seeing. I know we didn't have a full grid today, but it was weird just seeing, like, Mike dropped out, SBW dropped out. I don't know why Serge pitted at the start of the second safety car, and then just get a brilliant restart and just run away from Dr. Special Energy.
Yeah, I think Serge got damage behind Dr. Special Energy. That's why they both had penalties.
Oh,
I think he just wanted to serve that. It was a bit unfortunate for them, but of course,
yeah, could have had that third double podium, but
yeah, but still pretty much straightforward domination from there on, and of course the fastest lap at the end capped it all off. So
Yeah, that's a good 30. How many points do I get fast lap? 2 points or 1 point? But that's a good
I think it's
31.
1 point.
I think that's a
Yeah.
good 31 points I've extended over Mike, so that's fine. So yeah, just keep on going, keep on winning.
Yeah, I think that
win the
puts
championship
you-
as quick as possible.
I think that puts you now over 100 points maybe ahead. I don't know, ahead of Mikey. I think you're about 90 points or so ahead. So you've got a really good buffer over him, and I think we are at the halfway point of this season as well. So
Nice.
Got
Glock
another-
2.0. I'll have to retire at the end of the season as well.
I said way too much about you being another Glock, but you had to bear it last season, I guess. So
it's not. It's finishing second to Glock with last season was difficult, but it's not just like I've just come into the season and I'm winning because Glock's not here. I've gotten a lot faster since last season due to setup changes and assist changes. So I still definitely feel like I've earned it. You still got to get a job done at the end of the day, so it's all good.
yeah, well done on the win once again, Chris. Do you have anything to say to our three?
No, just
Podium.
of course, very well done, JNTX and F Lewis. We did speak kind of prior that you looked as if you could do some good stuff, and that you did. And Envinelli just devastating as always. Really, you know, it's becoming a force to be reckoned with.
I'll swap cars if you want. That Ferrari's got nitrous and something like that.
Just get him out of the league,
Red
please.
Bull, I
Way
miss
too
having the
close.
Red Bull, you know. I miss
No,
the Red Bull so
I don't
much.
want that Red Bull. It's a bloody curse. The only race I got a podium before this race was in the Williams. In Spain I retired, and every other race I just had rubbish luck. I want that Williams back.
I won the GP3 Championship in the Williams. That's a good car.
So Jensen, driver of the day before we finish for the evening. It's a tough call tonight.
It was gonna be Pedro, but until we pitted, it's
Just
gone
don't be
straight
him
out the
now.
water.
Yep.
Nah, no chance. I think of course Nelly dominated, but I think only mainly one name comes to my mind, and it being GANTEX for the recovery drive from the back after that crash. I think it was a pretty stable drive from there on, just carving his way through the field. Bit unlucky, or bit unfortunately couldn't get F Lewis for the P2, but other than that, I'd say he
Glad we didn't.
had a very good recovery drive. Sorry, slow down.
Sorry. So yeah. On that note, to the guys on the podium, very well done, Nelly, Gentex, F Lewis, and
GG's.
chat. The channel will be live again on Saturday with WRL, so be sure to tune in then.